Sometimes I wonder how the hell I'm even still alive. Story time on some of the craziest things I've done when I was younger. I don't even know how our parents allowed us to do this, or how we got away with it. I don't know. But anyway, going to the skating rink. I used to go to the skating rink. There's a place called the Mule Lip, a place called the Brandon Iron, and a place called Meisner's. We used to go, me and my whole group of friends. I had like a few group of friends, but this group of friends specifically, we used to go to all of those places. They're all country places, and literally almost every single night we had something going on. We were never inside. We were only inside to sleep, eat, wake up, get ready, and get back out there. That's it. So anyway, I kid you not, when we were like 12 till like 16, none of us had our license. We didn't have a car. Our parents would be like, we don't want to pick you up. I never understood it back then, but now being a parent, I understand. But they'd be like, we'll drop you off if you can find somebody to pick you up. So fine, us group of friends, we would tell our parents that, okay, whatever parent would drop us off, or like that parent's dropping us off, and then we would say the other person, someone else's parent is picking us up, right? But their parent wasn't picking us up. But they believed us, so they would drop us off. And how we would get home, we didn't even care. We would just get there, and then we would find a ride home when we were there. And I kid you not, there would be times where we would stand out and just ask strangers to take us home. We would make up stories like, oh, our mom got called into work. Oh, this happened. Oh, this happened. And we would be like, can you please give us a ride home? And mind you, we didn't live close to any of these places. We lived in a different city, in a different town, my friends and I. And these places always seemed to be a lot further than where we lived. But we would always sit there and we would just get there with no ride and find a way home. Like, let me give you an example. Next to the skating rink that I used to go to, there was a gas station, like right in front of it. So we would go to the gas station. Oh, and mind you, our parents would almost never give us money because we were poor. So we would just act like we had the money, but we would go in front of the gas station and panhandle. I don't know why, but I was the main one that everybody in the friend group would make ask for money. So we would just like ask people for money. Like, excuse me, do you have $1? Do you have some change? We need to make a phone call. Do you have $1? We're hungry. Like, I don't know how we did it, but I always seemed to make the money for all of us to get into wherever we needed to go. So we would go to that gas station and we would panhandle for money. And I was obsessed with those little chocolate cupcakes with the white swirl on them. So no matter what money I made, I was buying myself a pack of cupcakes, okay? Since I'm doing all the work, I'm getting cupcakes out of it, all right? But we would panhandle. And then sometimes after the skating rink, if we didn't have a ride home, like if we just could not find a ride home at the skating rink, we would go to that gas station and we would literally just ask strangers for a ride home. When parents say, oh, how times have changed, that's the truth. Because people used to be more trustworthy back then. I'll be damned if I let my daughter leave somewhere or get dropped off somewhere and not have a ride home. I literally just watch her location, and I know most of us parents do. So it's crazy that we used to be able to trust people to ask them for rides home. But I do have a couple crazy stories of some rides home. I could do a whole nother story on a couple of rides that were very sketchy, and literally twice, we were like kidnapped. And we still did it after that. That's how determined we were to go to these places and to hang out with our friends. That's why I don't even know how I'm still alive. I have so many stories of things that we went through and crazy things that my friends and I did when we were younger. But I lived a great life. If y'all want more story times, let me know, because I have a lot of them. Oh man, I have a lot of them. We do. But isn't that crazy how back in the day we used to be able to just literally hitchhike and ask people for rides home and not have to worry as much as you do today? There's no way you can hitchhike today. Absolutely not.